Welcome back. Stock Market Tips, Secrets to Success by David Diaz. If you've reached this section, congratulations. You have come to our final video. In this video, we're going to go over the most important things that you've gone through in the last sections so that you can have an auditory summary of exactly what it is that you need when you're searching for stocks and you're building a watch list. Most of you will eventually build the habit of doing this, just like I have. Some more than others, meaning there are specific ones that will stand out to you much more than others. But attempt to build as many as possible, because the more you build, the more you research, the better investment you will make in a company. In the last sections, you've learned that you can either concentrate on a few stocks, like 20 at a time, just like an analyst, or you can just go through the whole market and concentrate on a specific sector, a specific market cap, and so on. There are many technical ways to determine which type of investment you want to make. However, the best investments are the ones where you can have returns regularly. Regularly. I'd say on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis or monthly, you're ahead of whichever estimate is being made by the financial institutions on a yearly basis. So here we go with our final section. The watch list revisited. Money you are willing to lose. Only invest the money you're willing to lose. And I don't mean this in a negative connotation, but the reality is that when you're starting out, you're going to have some losses. I had some losses. I was losing left and right because I had horrible entry points and horrible exit points. I didn't know what to do. And that is one of the reasons why paper trading exists, to get you into the habit of building the proper entry and exit points, and to also be able to control the amount of money that you are investing in stocks. I've given you an estimate of what people say to invest. However, the more you invest, the better it is. What I haven't told you is that on average to start, you should have $3,000 to $10,000, not more than 10,000. And I'll tell you why. You could lose it all. You should make small trades at the beginning, small trades. And as you get confident on the smaller trades, as you see the returns, then you build up accordingly. Don't think you're going to get to $1 million overnight without having any experience. No, I mean, if it happened that way, it's possible. There's 1 in a million chances that you probably could get $1 million in one day. However, we're not here for that 1 million in one day. We're here for building you and your style of investing or trading, as it may be. Set goals. What's your goal today? Maybe to start out, it's to make $100. That was my goal. If I made $100, I was really happy. Then I upped it. I upped it to 1,000, and then I upped it again to 4, to 5,000, and then I've upped it again. However, I've slid back in that I had a big loss and I had to start all over. So I went back to 1,000, and in the interim, some of my biggest gains have been over $40,000, over $40,000, on my way to making $100,000 in a day in one investment. Eventually is coming, and eventually it's going to increase. Now, the best thing about being an investor, it's not achieving the goal of being a millionaire. It's the action, the becoming, the process, the knowledge building. That's right. So set your goals accordingly, and don't forget about your family. Don't forget about having free time. Every time that I've had free time, I've been able to immensely improve my performance in investing. Prepare. What does it mean? The P is for pattern price. The R is for risk reward ratio. E is for entry exit. The next P is for past performance, past performance spiking history, the time of day, the reason catalyst that you're investing, or the market environment. Remember these. These will be the easiest way that you can build the habits of investing wisely and investing with a plan. Statistics. Statistics are not going to be taught in the basics classes just in any other place. The reason I'm teaching you statistics is that by the time you're ready for level 3 or level 4, you'll understand how to utilize statistics. However, as I mentioned before, you need at least 3 to 6 months, and I highly recommend 6 months or more of statistics building. I've given you the format. I've told you exactly what you need to do on a spreadsheet, and here it is again. Collect the volume, obviously the ticker symbol, the volume, the market cap, the float, the high of the day, the low of the day, the open of the day, and the close of the day, and the previous close. These are highly, highly important. 3 times you are out. Why did I put this here? Because at times, trading is not going to work in your favor. And as you're building this business, you might want to invest, and then you see a loss, and then you get out, and then you attempt it again, you see another loss, and then you attempt it again, you see another loss. Take a break. Take a 20, 30-minute break and gather your thoughts. Think about, what did you do wrong? What could you do better? What else could you do? Should I repeat those questions? What did you do wrong? What could you do better? What else could you do? What happened? Sometimes we don't even ponder, we don't reflect on what happened. Taking notes. I've taken notes on my investments. However, I stopped and I'm getting back into it because it's very important to be able to have a journal in which you write your trades so that you'd be able to track your progress. And as well, there are softwares that give you access to specific programs so that you'd be able to track your performance, like Kinfo, Kinfo, or there's another one, Profitly, profit.ly. These programs are offered for free under certain securities investment programs. I think Thinkorswim is one of them. And what's another one? I don't remember what the other ones are, but I know that Trade Zero. Trade Zero is the one that offers it. Trade Zero offers investments, but I believe Kingfo is also accessible to you if you're interested. Fundamental analysis. In fundamental analysis, you get to know the history of a company, its financial statements, how much it's making on a quarterly basis, on a yearly basis, and so on. If there's an offering, if there's a merger, a new product, and so on and so on. And remember, there are analysts out there who are paid to give you this information. So if you are interested in hiring one of these companies that provides analyst ratings, be my guest. Chances are you're going to get more information that will benefit you and the investing side. Chances are. Technical analysis is looking at charts and looking at a possibility of what it will mean, or what did it mean when it happened before, if it spiked, if it's spiking again, if it's going to spike, and so on. There are different methods that you can use technical analysis. However, technical analysis is the most common form used for investing purposes. Just a reminder that between fundamental analysis and technical analysis is mostly used by the general public. However, fundamental analysis is used by analysts who are paid top money to give you the right information on why an investment is just. SEC filings, you can check that at sec.gov/Edgar, or at bamsec.gov, which bamsec.com, 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 which BAMSEC is, you can get it for free, but you can also pay for a package where you can get alerted with that package. News affects stocks. Sometimes news does not affect stocks. It can affect it positively, negatively, or no effect at all. These are the possibilities. You have to make that judgment. If you don't see any effect in a few minutes, then the best thing is to just bail out before a stock may drop, or before it continues its trend, or no, or just consolidation, no movement up or down. Red flags. What are the red flags? Buying on rumors, no profits, dropping prices, under investigation, lots of debt, dividend cuts, or unstable dividend history. Don't buy a stock because someone's alerting it. Do you really think that is credible information? No research, no info, really? You're not going to research it? No info, really? A lot of people do that. And guess what? They get hit. It's a margin pump, pump and dump. Be careful with that information that is posted out there. It might benefit you if you're one of the first to get the information, but then you've got to be ready to get out once you have your 5, 10, 20% gain. Suspensions, lawsuits, class actions, bankruptcy, these can all be red flags, or they can be used to your advantage. If you understand level 1 and level 2, there is another side to using these red flags, and we'll continue that in our level 3 and 4. Charts. Charts are the best way to see what a company is, where it's trending. Obviously, there will be certain sectors that will be hit and you'll see a downtrend. But you need to reference these charts to the actual Standard and Poor's, Nasdaq, and so on, and the Treasury bonds that are out there, because they can affect the stock positively, but they can also affect it negatively. Although we've had a wild roller coaster ride in the last several days, because one market has been up while the other one has been down. This can happen. Software for investing. Is there a perfect software for investing? Absolutely not. The software that is perfect for you is the one that you choose in the beginning to start out, and then you work your way up the ladder. There's always something to be learned, there's always something to be added, and don't rely on one software for all your answers. Why? For several reasons. I'll give you one or two. Number one, a few weeks ago, Robinhood was frozen, completely frozen from investing. Is that what you want to hear? Trade Zero was frozen. What do you do when these stocks, when these softwares are frozen? They can happen. It can happen. I haven't seen Thinkorswim frozen yet, but it can happen. I haven't seen Webull frozen. I haven't seen some of my other programs frozen. However, it can happen. Always have backup sources. Software is for investing, but it can also have glitches. Fear. This is something that most people have not talked about. Fear can lead you away from a stock. It can lead you away from getting gains. Have you ever been on a cliff, straight cliff looking down? What do you fear? Feel fear. You feel nervousness. You can't think right. Learn how to think right in moments of fear, and also remember to have patience, as well as if you feel that the stock is not going your way, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to react, or are you just going to sit it out and wait and see what happens? I've done that. It's cost me on the immediate end. However, I write it out and eventually I make it back. But there are certain circumstances where this does not apply. For example, GameStop. GameStop has been talked about immensely. There are people who bought at the 300 to 400 to almost $500 range. Guess what? The chances of that stock reaching that level again are very, very slim. And those people are caught with a huge loss. I don't know how much, I don't know when, but eventually they're going to have to bail out because that stock, it's a million to one chance of going back up to that level. So be careful, make the decisions accordingly. If you see a stock going your way, great. But if you see it's not going your way, get out quickly. A little loss is better than a huge one. And if your stock falls huge, like it did with Hertz, Hertz went from a $20 company to a 49 cents company and it's bankrupt. It's bankrupt. It's not going to go back to $20. There's a very, very slim chance it will go back to $20. It will depend on the demand of people who are renting vehicles. Research and gather info and why. See, if you gather the info and if you do the research, you will be able to answer questions you were not expecting to answer. All along the path that I've taken you here in these last several videos, I have answered the questions of why I invest in a stock. Most people won't be able to do that. Most people will say, oh, because I like it, because everybody's into it, because that's one of the popular stocks. Is that really a good answer? Come on, make some common sense. Research the stock to know which way it's headed, to know which way people are going to invest in it. Why? Why? Why invest in a stock? That's the most important answer. I mean, do you want lots of money? Your answer is probably yes. Why do you want lots of money? When you can answer that, then it will be clearer and it will be much easier to get whatever you want. It's a slow process, but if you keep working at it, eventually you will get lots of money. But if you have a specific number, if you have a specific goal and why you want the specific goal, it's even better than just saying, I want lots of money. Lots of money could be $3. How about a million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, or a trillion? It's more specific. It's a goal, but you've got to back it up with why you want it. Why you want it. Always remember that if you do the research and you gather the info, you'll have your why and how to invest in a company as well as why you want money. Treat trading as your business. This is a business. It could be a part-time business, it could be a long-term business. It's up to you. But it is a business. And a business, as you develop it, it will require certain legal transformations. That's right. As you develop it, you will require legal transformations. Maybe you want to invest in it as if you were a business. Maybe you want to invest in it as a trust building a legacy, as well as protecting yourself so that it's not under your name and it's under a tax ID that is under a trust. What a great way to invest. That's how we have part of our investments. The knowledge account. I know everyone wants to build their bank account. I know that. That's a reality. But the best way to build your bank account is by enhancing your knowledge account. Don't ever stop learning. Don't stop learning. What do you gain from stopping the knowledge that's coming in? I attempt to learn every day, 20 to 30 minutes a day, at least. At least. Some days I'll do more, but I attempt to do at least 20 to 30 minutes. I feel amazing. I have acquired knowledge that I would not have acquired otherwise if I don't persist. So please, if you want more money, If you want to build your bank account, don't forget about your knowledge account. That's the most important. Remember, people are not going to pay you for the size of your pocket. They're going to pay you for the things that you know that nobody else knows, for the things that you know that no one else can solve and can perform just like you would. Remember that. If you want to become part of our team, why don't you visit us at www.ceodaviddiaz.com and you'll get more information on how to join us. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, follow us on YouTube at CEO Trades, Facebook, CEO Trades, and Instagram at CEO Trades _. There's an underline after S. Have you given up on joining our challenge tiers? We have all your needs, whether you're a level 1, level 2, or level 3, we're here for you. If you need more information in reference to this, again, don't forget to visit our website. This completes Stock Market Tips, Secrets to Success by David Diaz.